How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days and welcome to another Terraria Top 5. In today's episode we're going to be counting down my personal top 5 expert mode bosses in Terraria 1.3. So expert mode bosses have a range of improvements over their normal mode counterparts, and they are a ball to fight. They are so much fun. They have things like higher damage, higher armor, faster, but here's the coolest thing, a lot of them have enhanced attack patterns that make you really have to think about what weapons and armor and strategy you're using to beat them. So they're a lot of fun and I can't wait to count down this list. So let's get started. Coming in at number 5 on the list is the Eye of Cthulhu, one of the first bosses in the game. In its first form it has double damage and an extra 800 health, which is enough for most players to deal with. It also spawns more of its servants of Cthulhu than usual, meaning you need a weapon that can quickly deal with a larger number of minions. But where it really gets interesting is its second form. Once it's transformed at half health, it stops spawning its servants, but it gains a rapid dashing attack, where it can easily cover the screen in mere seconds. Now it makes it really hard for players to get out of its way, and the worst thing is, the closer it gets to death, the more often it does it, dealing about 40 damage a hit, which is a lot for newer players to cope with. The real trick to beating this boss is battling it as normal, and once it gets towards death, having some sort of burst damage to really take out that last couple of hundred hit points quickly, like grenades and things like that. Awesome boss to fight, real tough challenge as an entry to expert mode, and that's why it's number 5 on my list. Oh, we're so close! Oh! Oh no! Oh my gosh, yes! Woo! Coming in at number 4 on the list is the Queen Bee. Now, if you're in a larger area, this battle probably wouldn't be as difficult, but because you're usually in a confined space, it's really hard to avoid its melee and stinger attacks. Its melee deals over 50 damage a hit, and its stingers do 44 damage, but also poison you for 20 seconds, which in a fight like this is a really long time to be continually losing health. The thing I love that they've added in expert mode is that as the Queen Bee gets near death, it can cycle through its attacks almost instantly. And for example, when it's in its last 10% of health, it can use an instant charge against you. And if you're just hanging on in the fight, that 50 damage charge attack can actually kill you, which really makes the dying seconds of the battle really full on, especially if you're using a melee character. Going down, my friend. Aha, I hope you... Oh, whoa, that's a quick bee. Oh, goodness. Whoa. Wow! It's so fast! Coming in at number 3 is a boss that's had a massive overhaul in expert mode, and it is Skeletron, the guardian of the dungeon. So the cool thing that I love about this boss in expert mode is that in its first form, its head is actually more or less invincible. And you need to destroy one of its hands before you can even attack the main part of the boss. The other cool thing that I love is that the hands inflict the slow debuff. Now there's a really cool effect on this boss. I don't know why I keep saying cool, because it actually can kill you really easily. If the head actually connects with your character, it can actually stun lock you and pretty much kill you unless you can grapple away from it. So it's one of those things that just makes the fight, gives you that sort of edge during the battle, that spinning head attack, if it connects with you, can spell instant death unless you can grapple away. As the fight goes on, Skeletron starts to shoot the cursed skulls with greater frequency as its health approaches 0. Now dodging them isn't too bad, but keeping track of the cursed skulls and the main head of Skeletron becomes a bit of a juggling act, and one wrong move can almost kill you, if not kill you outright, depending on what sort of armor you're using. It's a really challenging fight and it's a lot of fun. Definitely recommend using ranged weapons. You'll see I'm using a yo-yo here, and yo-yos are surprisingly effective against Skeletron. It just gives you the range to keep away from its spinning head attack. It would be so nice if there was a little... Oh my goodness! Oh! Ah, gosh. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Oh, this is bad. It's surprising how quickly the fight turns around. Like, I was just about to say, this is going really well. And then, like, I took, like, hundreds of damage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Yaron, run! Run! Ah. Number 2 on my list used to be my all-time favourite boss to fight in Terraria, and that boss is Jukefish. He is a rapidly attacking, giant piggy fish sort of creature, and he is just so much fun to fight against. He does over 100 damage a hit in his first form, and 200 damage a hit in his second form, meaning you cannot afford to make a lot of mistakes against this boss. The thing for me that makes Jukefish such a fun boss to fight is he's very skill-based. A lot of his attacks can be avoided provided you can move quick enough and you learn his attack patterns. Of course, things like accessories that provide dash, like the Master Ninja gear, and the Rod of Discord can be surprisingly useful in this fight. The Rod of Discord especially allows you to completely teleport through his Sharknadoes when otherwise you would have had to have taken a hit. Also, you can teleport through him and bait out his charge. Very useful in a pinch. Once Jukefish gets under 10,000 health in expert mode, he actually has a third form where the screen goes a dark blue, and he starts using a teleporting attack. Now, the thing I really love about this third form is the defensive maneuvers you've used in the first two forms don't actually work anymore in the third one because his attack pattern changes completely. And I think that is so cool because you're forced to change your moves on the fly. And that just makes him such an awesome boss. Oh, no, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me! Don't do it! Oh, no. Oh, guys. Oh my god! Oh, we got the trophy. Oh my gosh. Number 1 on my list is a boss that was introduced in 1.3, and it is the amazing Moonlord, which is just so completely different than any other boss in Terraria. The thing I really like about Expert Moonlord is it's not too much different than normal mode Moonlord, except it does a ton more damage. But the thing I really like is it sort of challenges the player to learn a bit more about Terraria. So learning about armor and, dodge chance and using potions more. So it sort of like brings together everything you've learned in the game and puts it all into one fight, which I think is really cool. The other thing I like is that arenas, which is something players don't use all the time, is actually kind of useful against the Moonlord. Having a lot of regen handy, using things like statues to boost nebula damage if you're using the nebula set. There's just so much you can do against the Moonlord to make the fight interesting and possible in the first place. Oh, come on! Come on, come on, come on, come on! There's no point jumping around, it's safer here. We've almost got it! Come on! Come on! Oh my god, die Moonlord! Yes! Oh my god! We have beaten expert mode. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, time for a quick recap. We've got Eye of Cthulhu in number 5 with its amazing finishing moves, the rapid dash attack. In number 4 we've got the Queen Bee with its cramped fighting arena and rapid poison attack, which is really hard to dodge. In number 3 we've got Skeletron with an invulnerable first form and massive debuffs that make the fight really interesting and challenging. In number 2 we've got the powerful Jukefish that relies on the character learning how to dodge effectively or die quickly to its massive melee damage. And in number 1 we've got the mighty Moonlord, new to 1.3, that requires the player to bring in everything they've learned about the game and put it all into one amazing boss fight. So how did my list measure up with yours? Let me know in the comments your top 5. And it's really good to put a reason why next to some of your choices. It gives people a lot more understanding into why you've picked certain things, especially for your number 1 choice as well. Okay, thanks as always for watching another of our top 5 videos. And as always, your comments and top 5 lists are more than appreciated in the comments. but make sure that you're respectful of other people's opinions as well. But you guys are always so good at that. I love watching your discussions about what you think should be in the top 5 and why, and you know, if you disagree with each other, you still sort of, you know, you give points and reasons why, and it's really great to see, guys, so keep it up. Alright, it's time for some shoutouts as always. And our first one is from Jed Texan. And they've asked me to say in an announcer voice, torches available in abundance except for when you really need them. Which is so true. Like you've just like halfway through exploring under the ground and you run out of torches, got no gel, out of wood, and you're like, yep, I gotta go back to base. Oh gosh. Our next one is from Farouk Badur. And they've asked me to say in a yarn voice, who's this Moonlord guy and guy some mage is talking about? And does he have cookies? Oh, nice one, Farouk. I like that. Our next one is from Hyper Dragon Slayer. And they've asked me to say in a girl voice. Yes, that's right, just a girl voice. Look at all these cookies! I think my girl voice sounds a bit squeaky, but anyway. Thanks, Hyper. Our next one is from NDM Gaming, and they've asked me to say in a Wolfgang voice, hey you lunatics, I'ma eat that cookie tablet of yours. Oh gosh. Oh, Wolfgang, he's so crazy. And our last one for today is from Ender Steve 2. And they've also asked me to say in a Wolfgang voice, that star I built looks cool. I wonder if I can make a giant magic cookie. Nice one, Ender. Oh, I'm so loving doing pixel art at the moment. It's so much fun. Let me know in the comments too if you've been trying out a bit of pixel art, you know, what have you been doing? Is it working? It's really cool once you get into it. Alright guys, you know the drill. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It takes half a second to click that button and it makes me really happy. I see the video, see some likes, makes me happy. It's like giving me a cookie. Already talked about comments, what you can do this episode, so yeah, start chatting away in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed yet guys, join us. We've just reached 80,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, party in the streets, exploding pineapples, all that good stuff. I'm very grateful to all you amazing people for supporting our channel. Keep it up, you're doing a great job. Here's the most important part, as always, you all stay happy, and I'll see you soon. This is HappyDays signing out. See ya! And that means that ectoplasm will be, yeah, getting farmed nicely. And you can see that was dead easy to set up that. So the mobs can cruise up the sides, the mimics can get in, which is one of the main things. Yeah, we've got lots of good loot. Oh, he's got 3,000 health! He's only got 3,000!